want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Smith on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go. Do it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Cut. 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, Orbit!
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 49.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson on the move to his left. That's complete to DK Metcalf. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Tighten up.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To try again after the sack. Wilson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Let's go.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
30 base.
Watch the run.
6-6. Pull it high. Big grip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Bravo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Burns. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Breida. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, Hayward!
Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Smith going to throw again. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, Charlie! Ready?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Right there, 54.
Leo!
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Burns. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Burns. He'll find Metcalf. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're going to face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Buchanan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, get set. Ready?
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
On
2nd down, it's Buchanan. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Set, 30 base.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot.
Smooth.
96 is coming, we got Mike 96. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Mike 96, Mike 96. We got it.
Throwing on 1st down, Burns. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run on first down. Buchanan, they'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7, sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Get it.
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You're out. 25, check 25, check 25.
Smith now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike's by 4. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, 1 set, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready?
On 2nd and 1, Smith. That'll be complete to Breida. 7 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play that was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd and 12, Smith being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's by 4, Mike.
Hey, orbit. 61, matchbox lights.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 50, go.
Back to throw, Smith. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Two-jet bombers, two-jet bombers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 96, Mike 96! I want that! Give me that ball! Let's go!
Operating from the gun, Burns. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Now.
On first down, it's Buchanan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Set up, 8, read. 54. weapons.
Get off the field, D. Check. 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 Hot route. Hot, hot.
Right back to him on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down now, it's Buchanan, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Go, go.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We got this.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Burns looking for his running back, and he's got him. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Buchanan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
70, Indy, X3, 218, chop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buchanan. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
He's checking crack.
Now a give right side. It's Buchanan, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10, Smith again. That ball complete to Isabella. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Smith, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone